Hi guys, welcome to another video, and today we are looking at the Infinix Note 8. I know it hasn't been even 6 months since Infinix announced the Infinix Note 7, but apparently the company has shifted to a 6-month launch cycle. So we are sort of expecting every 6 months to see a new Note series, every 6 months to see a new Hot series, and all the other series from Infinix. So today we are looking at the Infinix Note 8. In the Infinix Note 8 series, there are two devices. There'll be the Infinix Note 8 and the Infinix Note 8i. Thanks to Infinix for sending out this phone for the first look. So at the top of the box, it's written Infinix Note. There's the 8 branding. At the bottom, it's rated 6.95 inches, dual Infinity O display, 128 plus 6 GB. So this is the model with 128 gigs of internal storage and 6 gigs of RAM. At the top, you can see the dual front camera. On one side, it's written Note 8. At the bottom, you get your IMEI details and the color. It's written Deep Sea Luster. Deep Sea Luster, I don't know what color that is. At the back, you get your specs. So, 128 gigs of internal storage, 6 gigs of RAM, GPS, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, 5200 milliamp battery, Android 10, 16 megapixel fixed focus plus portrait lens for the selfie cameras. The rear camera is 64 megapixel plus a portrait lens plus a macro lens, then an AI lens with quad flashlight. There is the Helio G80 processor. So the network, it supports 4G. The dimensions, it's 8.95 millimeters thin. The display is a 6.95 HD display. It's not full HD, unfortunately, again. The resolution is 720 by 1640. The sensors are over there. So the main highlights are the big display, the 64 megapixel main camera, the Helio G80 processor, the 5200 milliamp battery with Power Marathon tech, the Type-C charger with 18 watt fast charging. Finally, there is Type-C, and then the dual speaker. So there's a speaker at the top and a speaker at the bottom. So let's open it up. Boom! It's written Infinix Note 8, not your all-rounder. I don't know what that means. Not your all-rounder. Not your all-rounder. It's not your all-rounder, or is it take note of your all-rounder? I don't know what that means. Let's get it out. Okay. This envelope. Let's see what's here. The SIM ejector tool. You get this silicone cover. Always nice to see this. Always nice to see this because these phones can scratch pretty easily. Then you get a free screen protector, which is those nylon ones, not a glass one, so no one will be using that. Underneath that, you get the 18 watt fast charger. It's not as big as the fast charger on the Infinix 08. If you watch the Infinix 08 unboxing, you know that charger was massive. So here's the 18 watt fast charger. You get earphones. These look almost similar to the earphones I saw with the Infinix 08, so I hope they sound good. But most probably you'll never use them because most people, or if you haven't, you should switch to wireless headphones. Then you get the Type-C. It's USB Type A to Type-C. So finally, the Infinix Note series now has Type-C. That's so good. I've complained so many times about devices coming without Type-C, and I'm glad Infinix has finally shifted to Type-C. So now let's look at the device. We haven't even looked at the back. Look at that back. That looks so good. Okay, look at that back. That looks so good. Let's remove the sticker. There you go. That's the cleanest this display will be. Look at that. Okay, at the back. Whoa. Look at that. So you're getting almost the same sort of back finish design we saw with the Infinix 08. though the camera placement is different, but these lines, those sort of reflections of light, are sort of similar to the Infinix 08. So at the top, there's nothing, it's clean. On one side, you get the power button, which doubles up as the fingerprint scanner, then the volume buttons. So at the bottom, you get the USB Type-C port, the speakers, and the headphone jack, and the microphone. So the headphone jack is still here. On this other side, you get the SIM ejector tray. Now let's power it on, because you're here to see the phone. I think as it powers on, we need to talk about a couple of things in terms of specifications. So the Helio G80 processor will be very good for everyone who's looking to game with this device. The 6 gigs of RAM and the 128 gigs of internal storage means this will probably cost around 20,900. Infinix hasn't given me the official pricing yet, but pre-orders are starting on October 12th. Pre-orders will run from October 12th to October 25th. Thereafter, it will be available on sale. Start. I'm in Kenya. Skip. Let me skip connection to Wi-Fi. Don't join user agreement, but agree to the privacy policy. Google services. Skip anyway. Start. So a couple of things. The display doesn't support high refresh rates. If you've been thinking about that, that's not here. At least I haven't seen that on the branding. So if we check it out under display settings, though it feels very smooth, you won't find anything on the refresh rate. So there's a 60 Hz panel. But then again, given the price we expect this device to cost, we can't expect a high refresh rate. However, when you go into my phone, you can see the full specification. So there's 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, a 16 megapixel front camera with an extra lens for portraits, a 64 megapixel rear camera with another 3 lenses, the Helio G80 processor, the 5200 mAh battery, the 720 resolution display, and Android 10. I know 720 resolution is not really good for 2020. However, the display, as with all other Infinix display, looks really good. So let's just try and play a video. As you can see, the maximum resolution it can go to is 720p 60 Hz, and there you go. Personally, I think the display looks really good, though I am not sort of giving an excuse for this. Infinix should go with full HD displays. We saw a full HD display on the Infinix Note 4. This is the Note 8. We should be seeing better displays by this age. However, if you're someone who will be using this device for gaming, this device for watching videos, look at it, it looks really good. The other thing is the 5200 mAh battery will last you quite long, and the fast charging included means that you'll be able to fast charge it and sort of continue using it for longer. I prefer fast charging over bigger batteries, but I also think that having a bigger battery and having fast charging is really important. So this is a good combination. In terms of the usual complaints I have about Infinix, you can see the bloatware is still a lot. Even if you go to the app drawer, there's still so much bloatware. Also, if you go home, there's so much permissions being requested by apps, so much privacy policies to agree to, so many notifications and adverts and things that you won't need. So my advice, as always, is to uninstall everything you don't know. Just remove every app that's removable that you don't know. Just go ahead and remove it or uninstall it or disable it, because if you don't know what's doing, you better just remove it. I hope we come to a point where Infinix removes all this bloatware so that people get to enjoy their devices. Okay, so let's look at the camera a little. This is the back camera. Let me just try and take some photos. I don't know why it thinks that's food. That's not food, Infinix. There's no ultra wide lens. It only has the main lens here and the macro lens. Step 2. Anyway, the cameras look good. I think these will take really good photos, but please wait for the full review coming very soon. Let's try the selfie camera, by the way. I know Infinix is pretty good with skins, so I don't have a problem with that. So there is the front camera. looks quite good, no issues. Okay, so guys, that's the first look. This is just the very first initial look. I only knew the specs and Infinix had started teasing it. So they sent over a review unit and I decided to have this unboxing for you guys to check it out before it launches. The full specifications list is down below if you want to check it out. The link on pre-ordering is also down below if you want to know how to pre-order and all that. But the full review, which this time will be a video, is coming soon. So subscribe for that. Ask me any questions about the device down below, and yeah, this is the Infinix Note 8.